back. Today we're going to be fixing the twin motor build. This one was in a crash and hit a pole, and I didn't think it was so bad, but we bent up a few things and I had to order parts. So one was this brace. So this is from RC Speed Monsters, but I've been waiting on the product for a while now, so I went ahead and ordered a different company so that I can get the build back together. And you can see, I'll line up this front part. You can see how off it is just by lining up the front part, how bent this chassis brace is. So I went ahead and ordered a different company, and so that I can get my ESCs mounted back down. So I will have to drill and tap that one as well to match these holes here that I drilled and tapped for my ESC. So that's one thing. The major thing with this was the rear diff. So right in here, I'm going to bring you guys closer. So right in here, the rear diff case is cracked. The housing that holds the rear differential. And one axle, as you see, is popped out because the whole rear diff case is messed up. So it's cracked really bad here. The other thing I noticed was the back of the chassis here. We went ahead and fixed. I had to bend it back down. Right at the end, it was bent up. It's still bent up a little bit in this corner. So I'm going to take the whole rear diff off, and when we do that, I am going to check this brace, because I believe this brace is bent as well. So it's possibly bent. It looks like it's kind of twisted over. So once I get all this off, I'm going to check the whole chassis from basically the front all the way back. I have a feeling the chassis is a little twisted. So we're going to go ahead and check that. I'm hoping I don't have to replace another chassis. But if that's the case, remember, I put the twin motor YouTube infraction chassis back together already. So if I have to change this chassis, I will. So I did get the whole rear section so that I can get that straightened out, because that's damaged. Got a new front plate along with one of these, because I used the last one. These are brand new. So I actually got two of them, and there's the part number. If you guys are looking for the part number, that's the kit that comes with both pieces. I normally only have to change this piece. I rarely ever have to change one of these, but it does happen. It's mainly these that get screw rip holes out, and these holes get ripped out. So got a couple of those. The other thing I was out of was limitless front splitters. So went ahead and got a limitless front splitter. This is a takeoff. That's why it's got the stickers on it, and it's got marks from where the body sits. So this is going to go on the white limitless now because the one that's on it's all twisted up. And then the other thing is I didn't have any of these rear hinge pins or these covers or the sway bars or any of that stuff. So, and then we had to straighten one of the pins. So I have new pins now as well. All this stuff was on order before I tore this thing down. I ordered the stuff I thought I would need and then realized into it that I needed a lot more. As you see, there's the broken rear pin. Now I replaced it with a Hot Racing complete assembly, and these are sold for the Mojave, but you can get rid of the plastic piece and the little red piece just by putting on this one piece made by Hot Racing. Now if you notice, this is pretty twisted over, so is what I was noticing. So with that said, I don't know how bad this really is. I don't know. I have a feeling the whole shock tower is over. But we're going to find out here real quick. So the crashes that day were actually worse than I thought, especially for this twin motor build. So the motors themselves held up good. My slop held up good. Everything with the motors are actually good. So let's get this center brace off. Now, for some reason, I am missing one of these bolts, and I don't know why. I definitely got to find them. But I stuck on this brace to see if the chassis was folded in the center. So I did throw a lot of Loctite in the bottom of this brace, so hopefully it will come off without a struggle, which I believe is this one. Yeah. I just noticed a lot of funny things with this RC when I was putting it together that I didn't like. So I know that one comes off. These four come off. I do have one bolt that's stuck. This one comes off. Now this one I'm going to need to get pliers on or something to kind of hold that. So as you see, this is pretty messed up as well. So right here is where I have it twisted up. The differential that's cracked. As you see right in there, it's split right where the pin goes all the way through. This side's okay, but this side is cracked. And the diff feels okay. just the housing's broken. I think I'm gonna have to pop out the battery trays before I do this, just so I can take a look at it and get this fixed. That's straight now. All right, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and pull this diff apart so that we can put in the new housing. So I've been working on so many diffs lately. This is my hot racing rear diff support that I put on, and this was supposed to be for my Mojave, so I might just leave it off and put the factory stuff back on, because I need these for the Mojave. All right. RC Guy Garage has got me saying that all the time now. Now I'm gonna pop out. So those were those bolts. So now I know where they go in the other one. So longer ones are for the body post, which is the rear wing on the other one. Just take that up. Pop that off. Put this in here. Actually, before I slip that in, I'm gonna wipe this bracket off. It's not every day you can get in there and clean. So this is a brand new one. Flip this around. These go like that. And then we are going to take this, transfer this stuff. Red thing is in there. So let me see if I can get this bracket out of here. Probably change the whole thing, but take a look there. That's oblonged. That's how it's supposed to look, and that hole is messed up. So both sides actually got ruined, and hopefully I have both sides in this bag. That is not the one. I think it's this one. Yeah, here we go. This is why I buy complete hardware instead of just buying the pieces. I'm doing a lot of wrenching videos lately, but I've had a lot of damage. I've had a lot of damage to my RCs. I've been running hard RCs for a few months now, and the crashes are taking its toll on my RCs. So it happens. The rear one was that one with let's see which one it is. So it's neither of these. It's this one. So it will be that and this, like that. Hinge pins. Might as well replace them both while I got them new. So that's my broken one. Oh yeah, much smoother. Now, what I am going to do is take out this diff. So I'm going to pop off this diff. I do have a new one sitting there, but I pulled it apart. And I'm going to build it for a spare. Come on, there we go. But this one's on the right. The other one I think I put on the left. And this diff is still feeling good. I didn't get that everywhere. But I'm also going to pop these back in. So I don't forget about them. There we go. And I wonder if there's something I can put this on. There we go. I like a lot of grease. Some people tell me, oh, don't put so much grease. But I'd rather too much than not enough. I'm a firm believer in greasing stuff. But I am going to have to slide on the cover. Now I put grease on the cover to keep the dirt out. I put it all around the edges. I put it where the bearings are, so that dirt can't get by. And this is high temp grease. And my sway bar is literally covered in grease. Now it's these long ones. Make sure that that shim I put in, yep, is in the right spot. Nice. Oh, like butter. Goes. I thought the sway bar thing was broken there for a minute. And this takes these little ones, the sway bar bracket, now I am using the new cover because I want to change the whole case. So what's next? This whole contraption, this one bolt on the side. So I am going to turn this one sideways so we can transfer it without messing it up. It's going to go this way. Literally will go that way. I'm sure somebody makes that in aluminum now too. That would be a good piece to have in aluminum. This little piece. Go like this. Almost put it on the wrong way again. Push out the nut. There we go. And then the two long ones, the wing, well, I call it the wing mounts, but they're not. Yep. Getting grease all over my solder. Probably not a good idea. All right, so it looks like everything is swapped over now. of oil. Now that's not good. I can't get this dirt in here. There we go. Now before I bolt that down, I am going to take some measurements just to make sure it's not bent. But all of that, all of this hardware will no longer be used. Cover's still good, and I'll pull off the diff cup, but I want to show you guys where this thing is cracked and why I had to change it now that we got it off. As you can see, the crack all along here. It's literally split. You can see the light shining through the crack right where the hinge pin goes. So split it all down under here too. See all the light shining through everywhere. So first time I've done that. That was a pretty hard hit. But I want to thank you guys for watching this so far. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll do another video on the completion of the twin motor build. Thanks for watching.